A very good morning, potential leaders, students, professionals. There is an understanding in life that we can choose what we want to be. There have been a lot of articles written on leaders versus victim, abundance versus scarcity. A lot of such opposites have been written about. Let's look at this particular interesting differentiation and see if we can become leaders instead of victims. Many of us sometimes think that authority, if I am partner, main partner, I am a person in a point of authority. I am the revenue secretary. I am the commissioner of GST. That is something which is important, but that is not. The key to successful leadership is influence. How many people am I influencing? Not ordering. How many people out of their own free will follow me? This is what Kenneth Blanchard says, and I agree with him. Leadership can get sparked by an accident, but it's a choice. It's a conscious choice. And after that, deliberate actions on those choices. That is because every person on earth has the power to choose being a leader or a victim in any given situation. The choice is ours. What do we want to do? First, we have to see whether we ourselves are behaving like victims. Some of the common signs of behavior in victims is making excuses for unmet commitments. Somebody asks you why you have not done this, I make excuses. I may also blame others. One of the other things, which is a very old philosophy, is many of us have a fear of failure and therefore we set low expectations. For example, if I'm able to jump 3 feet comfortably, my expectation then I fix at 3.5 instead of 5. And once I do this, maybe with others also I do the same. This is a victim's behavior, not trying to commit anything where I will fail. Fear of failure is a major reason why many of us don't do certain things. And this is the reason why we have also recorded how to overcome fear of failure in this site elsewhere. You may like to see it. Blaming is normally also an easy way out. I look at my senior, I look at my juniors, I look at those people who are sharing the job with me. I even blame my client. His expectations are too much. My boss is too strict. And this is all to cover up what? My own shortcoming. Sometimes victims also believe that circumstances prevented timely or quality completion of the work. No, I was so tied up. I was not able to do it. My friend asked me for help. I went there. Therefore, I didn't get time. Therefore, I did not do it. I was not trained at all in these areas, but unnecessarily or unreasonably, I was expected to deliver. Circumstances outside ourselves, we think, is the reason why we have not done the work in time or in the quality expected. Sometimes we genuinely feel that the situation is hopeless, that I am getting so overwhelmed, I'm getting so frustrated, I'm getting so stressed, and the situation is actually hopeless. Nobody can do anything. This is the way we talk to ourselves. If we are behaving like victims, I have not even started the job. Before I start, oh, I think this I cannot do. It's a very simple way of saying, but actually, when I say this, I have decided to fail. Being defensive and denying responsibility. Somebody says that, Madhukar, what happened about that? That person is only asking me. But what I do is, no, 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 sir, you have been giving me too much work. You don't give Mukesh any work at all. I don't want to, take so much responsibility. He never asked us. He never asked me, why you are not done the work? Have you started the work? He has not asked anything, but I'm already defensive and I don't want to be responsible. There is another way in which victims behave. What they do is they shift it to somebody else. For example, I am given the work and my partner is there. I shift the work to my partner X and tell him, X, why don't you do this? And X takes the work. He says, okay, sir, or okay, Madhukar. And when somebody asks me, I say, no, 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 I have shifted it to X. This is called shifting the monkey. In the corporates, this is a very common phenomena. They keep shifting the monkey from their back to somebody else's back so that the problem becomes somebody else's. This is also a victim's behavior. We need to understand all these behaviors, and these are not all. This is only a sample of the behavior a victim normally has. What happens? It affects us certainly in our personal as well as professional life. Major thing is we give away our power, disempowerment. We surrender all the unique great strengths we have, the power we have to external factors when we behave like a victim. Our confidence in our own abilities comes down. Once I am not confident, how can somebody give me more opportunities? And I will continue to blame. Nobody gives me any opportunities. Everybody else gets a lot of opportunities. But actually, it is the lack of confidence. We keep losing confidence if we continue to be victims. Stagnation. If I look at a job, I remain where I am. Everybody else is overtaking me. Because of that, my chance of learning and growing in the workplace becomes nil. They simply keep me around because I'm useful to a certain degree. If I'm a victim and I continue for some time, 1 year, 2 years, people will stop coming to me. They will not like to have interaction with me. I'll get isolated. This will happen even in personal life. Self-doubt. Since I'm already not doing well, I get doubts. I feel that I am guilty of everything. I start becoming terribly self-critical. And what does this do? The immense power, the immense potential I have is getting lost because I'm not living up to my potential. So it's very bad. The impact of behaving like a victim is very, very bad. Very, very important. How do I get out of this? Though the slides and this video will be a couple of minutes, there are a number of ways to overcome our limitations. I will touch on some of them in broad, which you can test out by working on it, actually doing it. Understanding it is not important. Doing it is more important. Encourage self-compassion. I would like each and every one of you now to take a piece of paper and write on it. I love and like myself as I am. And as I am not. I'll repeat. I love and like myself as I am and as I am not. The next line is also could be important, which you can write down. I like others as they are and as they are not. That means I accept that I come with some good qualities, some not so good qualities, but it's okay. I'm okay with myself. I'm a human being. That's why I'm a bundle of plus and minus. Everybody is. Even the greatest people have their minuses. Therefore, why don't I encourage compassion to myself? So many things have happened in my life. If I say I am like this because of those things which happened in the past, which is making me fearful, behave like a victim, it is not the right way to look at it. Look at the past to learn from it. Very important. Look at the past to learn from it. Live in the present. Choose the best alternative today. Create your future yourself. This is the mantra which every successful human being on this earth does, knowingly or unknowingly. Because your past and whatever has happened to you does not define your future. Your future is defined by what you create for yourself. As an exercise, practice gratitude. Whatever you see good happening in the day. For example, in the morning when I do meditation, the meditation ends with a small acknowledgement, gratitude to myself, thanking myself for doing this exercise of meditation so that I'll be calm and energized throughout the day. So I'm thanking myself and thanking the entire world, the entire universe, the city where I belong, the people who are around me. Thank everybody because you are still around. You are enjoying your life or you can enjoy your life. Once we look at things to be grateful to for, then we will be looking at a perspective of positivity always. Example, say I'm a person who's now 30 years old and I am driving a cycle. There are two ways I'm driving a cycle to work. I'm getting trained somewhere. And I think, why should I suffer like this, going in the cycle 10 kilometers? This is one way I can look at myself. The second way I can look at that same situation, the same cycle, going the same route is, I am really grateful. I don't have to walk. I am grateful that I have legs to pedal. I am grateful that I am not stuck in a slum where the opportunities are so less. I am grateful that I am getting trained so that I can become somebody in the future. Are you looking? Same person, how he can look at practicing gratitude? What about people? There are so many people in our house. Parents are there. Are we thanking them, telling them why we are grateful to them? Why not do that? Why not tell them specific instances? I am thankful to you because you gave birth to me. I am thankful to you because you have fed me. I am thankful to you because you took care of me whenever I fell ill. Can you imagine what is the impact on them? They all get to become your cheerleaders. They come on your side. When everybody is on your side and you yourself are on your side, you become utterly positive. Appreciate others. Sometimes I don't like myself. That's why I don't like others. That's why I told you those golden sentences. I love and like myself as I am and as I am not. Similarly for others. Appreciate them, whoever they are, what they have done, what is their contribution. The fact that they are around for you, they don't have to do anything. Just being there is enough. They have a calming effect, inspiring effect. You feel loved. That's enough. This is something which is a little important. Empathy. Many of us think empathy is understanding the other side, but it is a little beyond. Understanding the other's perspective logically and along with why they are doing what they are doing and how they are feeling. All three things we should do when we are interacting with anybody, whether they are our juniors, seniors, or our peers. And it should be without judgment. I should not say, I should not think this is how that person is. Keep your mind open. Understand the other person's background, why they are doing what they are doing, and also how they are feeling. Once you get that, support them if there are any challenges on their side. Support them in overcoming the challenges. We don't have to give up our life for it. A few nice words, a few tips if you are the senior can help it. This is called compassionate empathy. So develop compassionate empathy. You can Google it. And also on this site, we are going to, we have already got a wonderful video on empathy. Please go through that, including compassionate empathy. Let go of grudges. In our life, we go through a lot of problems, but we carry it. We remember those problems vividly. All the time it's coming to our mind. Let go. For example, I will compare it to, say, there are two chairs in your room. If you have to cross the room quickly, you can do it in 2 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. But if you hold on to those two chairs, these two chairs are your past, and then try to walk quickly across the room, you will take 15 seconds. Why? Because the chairs are stopping you, just as your past is stopping you. Look at past conflicts, past problems as a learning, what not to do, what to do, some idea of what else to do, what alternatively I can do, rather than looking at it as points of failure. I can forgive myself, I can forgive others, so that I can let go of this weight of the past, only take the learnings from the past. Self-reflection, very important. Quiet time, I say. Always, every day, you should have at least half an hour of quiet time. When you don't have unnecessary thoughts in your mind. The mind is a monkey, everybody's, yours, mine, everybody's. Can I cool it down? Can I calm it down? And if I can calm it down, look at why I'm feeling weak, why I'm feeling helpless, why I'm feeling like a victim. This can be done just by thinking. If thinking is not helping you, please use meditation. And don't just stop after 1 or 2 days. Choose the meditation you want, which seems to be fitting you, and then do it for 15 days. By the first week itself, you will become a bit calm, and then never know. All the root causes why you're feeling this will come up, and then you can address the root causes. Always remember, what is happening outside is not as important as how I react to what is happening outside. Outside is the circumstances. Somebody shouted at you, somebody even hit you. Why did they hit you? Why did they shout at you? Maybe you had a small part to play, maybe 5%. Out of 100, only 5% was mine. For example, my father would hit me in my childhood whenever I did badly in exam. At that time, I used to get I was a pure victim, blaming him for everything. The more he hit me, I felt the more I should fail. But actually, it was very simple. He cared for me. He was infuriated that in spite of him sitting every day for 2 hours, waiting for me to study and close the day, I was not getting good marks. He was frustrated in me. And what was I doing? I was frustrating him. I used to read comics when he used to be sitting there in his room, and I used to sit in my room. I used to read comics, not the study books. No doubt I kept failing. No doubt he kept hitting me. This I realized much later. What a great guy he was. Once I came to know that I had all the power to ensure the dreams and goals which I have. First of all, I didn't have it till the age of 40. I didn't have any clear dreams or goals. Setting direction is very important. So if I want to become a leader, first I should know where I want to go. So let my dreams and my goals become clear. One of the first videos we shot for this site is how to set effective goals. It requires around 3-4 hours. If you're working it, if you want to watch it, it will take about an hour. Please do see it. I should take ownership for myself, take responsibility for my life and actions. And then I can see how it impacts my future. My own case you take. Till the age of 42, I was not a really successful chartered accountant. After that, I assumed responsibility for myself. And I declared that I am going to become financially successful. I will support the creation of 50 leaders. I will support 50 underprivileged children in their education. I will change the indirect tax laws of this country. At that time, when I mentioned this to many people, they laughed at me. But what happened now? After that day, my vision has increased. And what has happened? Today, we have a practice of 50 crores. We have 15 locations, 24 partners. And I sit at home for the last 2 years. I'm only looking at the broader things, earning very well. What about the others? I've created more than 500 leaders. My goal now is 1,000. I want to create 1,000 leaders who are committed and professional. What about underprivileged? As of today, our office supports 4,000 children in 9 different schools. 4,000. And on an ongoing basis, we are taking 400 children to the college, whether they choose BCom, BSc, engineering, whatever. Most of them, of course, choose ITI because they're coming from very poor backgrounds. We don't try to come in their way. Today, I met one of the boys who's doing so well. And he said, I want to be a policeman. And he is in the 10th standard. I said, wonderful. Be a great policeman. One of the ways I felt we can improve ourselves is by engaging in community service. Depends what you want to do. Sometimes we want to do service for the poor. Sometimes we want to donate eyes. There can be anything. Maybe just help people, talk to them, volunteer for it. I accidentally got into Rotary in late 90s. But let me tell you, that is the one which gave me that goal of supporting children in education. And it has come such a long way. Now in our office, we dedicate 2% of our gross to the education of the underprivileged. One more thing I learned after 40 was that don't say I cannot do. You say I can do. I can do. It may take some time, but I'll do it. And you have immense potential. You don't know what your boundary is till you push it. Like my example itself. At 42, I said I will take care of 50 children. Now I'm 65. We've reached 4,000. How did it happen? Because we kept pushing. And is 4,000 the end? Not at all. In the next few years, we may reach 10,000. There are a lot of problems which come in life. Let's not look at a problem at all. Every problem which comes, we should say, oh, it's not good. I am feeling bad about it. What can I do to solve this problem? Not only for myself, for everybody. And then you'll find so many alternative solutions appear. Sometimes it may take a couple of minutes. Sometimes it will take a couple of weeks if it's a big problem. But there is a solution for every problem on this earth. This is a question you can ask yourself. There are a lot of answers for this. Take a minute, think about it. What is that mindset which focuses on taking responsibility and proactive action? Think about it. It is being the leader. If you're a leader, all things are solved. Bill Owens says this. In fact, Stephen Covey had written 7 habits of highly successful people. Effective leadership he was talking about. I read that book many years back, decades back. He has one 8th habit. 8th habit is this, that true leadership lies in guiding others to succeed. In our office, we have people who are smarter than me, more capable of solving problems than me, more energetic than me, and they are all doing work towards the firm's goals. They are doing their best and doing it well. So I think if I were to meet Bill Owens, I would say, I have been practicing this, Bill, for the last 20 years, and that has given me immense satisfaction and success, name and fame. Thank you, Bill. There is an article on this also. Most of my articles were written 5-10 years back. I have updated it and put it in this particular video also. You can go to the description and you can read the article, which is much more in detail than this.